Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back at it like a craftmatic. It's your boy Rage, Red Pill Rage podcast. We got a special guest tonight, but before we bring her up, I wanted to talk about how we throw out this music. Let me cut that. All right, let's cut that music. Um, let's talk how we put out this word Renaissance. You know, when we talk about Renaissance, someone that does a lot of things. Creative person wears a lot of hats. I know I say that shit a lot, but wears a lot of hats and provides opportunities for other people, which is like a great thing we should have more of in this world, which we unfortunately don't. So, with that being said, I want to bring out a woman that epitomizes this word, a true Renaissance woman. Let me run down the accolades. I know y'all talking about in the chat that Ray be D-sucking. No, it ain't no D-sucking. This is real shit, okay? Y'all need to calm down in the comments with all that hate shit. That's for another, not now. We positive. So let me run down the accolades for her. She's the CEO of the Peach Empire Agency, LLC, management and A&R company. She's an artist manager, a promoter, an entrepreneur with her own lingerie line, Seductive Peach LLC. She's a model, a podcaster, does have a podcast called Seductive Peach, also a stylist, a booking agent, a travel agent, an advocate for mental and health and domestic violence. Definitely a cause I would like to, know more about. We'll get into that, as we proceed. A mother, a daughter, a sister, a cousin, a friend, an all-around great person. I want to introduce and bring you up. I'm glad to have her here. It took a while through Dev. Shout out to Dev for making it happen. I give you Miss Melissa Flynn. I hope that did you justice.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I really appreciate it. That was actually an amazing introduction.
Hey, you were. Oh wait, your camera is your camera. Hello, Melissa, your camera. Hello, can you hear me? We having technical difficulties. This is all good. Can you hear me? Hello? We gotta get her back in here. But still, before we get her back in, it disconnected. It's all good. Like I mentioned, her accolades are impressive. And let me get her back in here. I don't know why StreamYard is tripping like that. Let me send it again. Get her back in here. But yeah, I've been wanting to get Melissa on for a while through Devilino, the owner of Guerrilla Warzone, Guerrilla Battle League Warzone, obviously. Definitely an interesting. She's very intrigued me on how busy she stays and focused, and she's very driven. So positive people always driven to that, like want to know more, pick their brain, and find out more about them. Shout out to the chat. We have some technical difficulties, so I just re-invited her. Hopefully, get her back in here. Shout out to the chat, Nan Bion Camping and Madison Eater. How are you guys doing? It's okay. We were holding it down. We're waiting.
I'm sorry. Dev, speaking of Dev, he's the one who set this up, and he's the one who tried to call me and messed it up.
Dev, damn you.
I know. I said I answered it, and he tried to call me again. I'm like, you just messed up my whole thing after he just introduced me. And I hung up. I'm like, I gotta go.
I'm gonna have to interview Dev now. We're gonna have a roast session.
I know. Now he's gonna get it.
No. Like again, I appreciate you coming on. I know you have a busy schedule. You got a lot of things going on. So I'm more than grateful to have you here. And before we get started, I wanted to I had it. Okay. I know I'm thanking you a lot, but I want to thank you. I want to give you your flowers now. Like I like to do this with my guests. Give you your flowers now for I've been watching a lot of your Seductive Peach podcasts. I love it. I also watching. I like it's an hour past. Okay, I watched like 2 episodes. It's dope. You guys need to check that Seductive Peach on YouTube. Check that shit out because it's banging.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I find myself watching it just to get like information towards you, and not some stalker shit. You know, I'm trying to do my interview man thing. So
right.
I try to get.
I'm happy to hear that you're an interviewer that actually takes the time to research, because I do the same thing when I do interviews with artists and stuff. And I do my research. I actually listen to their music and write down questions and stuff. And a lot of interviewers just wing it. So I'm happy to see that you did your research.
And guys, and to chat, everybody listening, she came at me like, yo, what questions you about to ask? Because we need to know what the fuck is going on. You're not about to hit me with some controversial ish. I like that. I respected that. So that, when you did that, I'm like, oh shit, I had my questions. I'm like, okay, I can't ask. I had to make sure my shit was right. But actually, we're gonna segue into what you just said in a moment. I just wanted to give you your flowers first. Like what you said, pushing the culture forward, pushing the battle rappers forward. That's awesome, because I'm working with Dev, and like since I connected with Dev, I know it feels like the 6 degrees of Dev, which is dope because I know him a long time. You probably know him a long time, and like the energy he carries, it's energy I want to be around, and a passion, energy for what he, at you as well. You have a passion for many things, which we'll dive into. But also want to give you power for pushing the battle rap culture forward, and opening doors on your platform on Seductive Peach for all these artists, like you said, and where they can showcase their music, and feel free to talk about whatever the hell they want to. So I want to give you hold up. I got to give you some StreamYard, the round of applause again for that. So we definitely want to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate that for sure.
Definitely.
Before I was cut off earlier too, that was a very great introduction. Everyone, please definitely take notes if you're an interviewer.
Oh, appreciate it.
On the introduction and the research you've done, you actually nailed a lot of things already. So yeah,
I had some shit that was wrong. I had shit that was a little bit off, but I was like asking, like,
just a little bit though. Okay. Right. But we straightened it up before we got live, so we good.
Okay, I appreciate that, Melissa. Okay, I wanted to get in. I did some research. Like, say you were born and raised in Buffalo. How were you always? Were you born in Buffalo, or you?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. Shout out, area code 716 for life. Rough buff. But yeah, I was born and raised in Buffalo. My parents worked very hard to just try to even maintain and give us a good life. And, things were a struggle. Things weren't always easy. One thing I've learned from them is hard work and consistency pays off. And, so I would say I get those things from them, just my hard work ethic and, staying consistent with things and knowing, when you're consistent and you work hard, you're going to get further, there's no doubt about it. So, and that's, a lot of it too is just, when you work hard and you stay consistent with things, things will work out no matter what you're doing.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, you made a great point. Like, as long as you're working hard towards your goal or whatever you're trying to advance to, good things happen. So, do you read positive books? This is a question out the box. Do you read like positive books? I'm on The Secret, and that shit is banging. Like, you ever read The Secret?
No, I haven't. I have to check that one out. I do read a lot of like motivational quotes and stuff like that, positive quotes and different things of that nature. I also, really try to just read my Bible and keep my faith. That gives me a lot of motivation as well and a lot of positivity. Everyone has their own thing. That's one of mine, No, so, when I think like, when I'm having a discouraging moment, because even strong people do, I turn on, my music, my worship music or something like that, and it just puts me in a whole better mood. Like, really, music has always been my go-to, like for anything. Like, whether I'm cleaning, whether I'm cooking, whatever I'm doing, I'm always listening to music. And it could be any kind of music, I love all genres of music. I love jazz too.
Ooh. How about classical? Classical?
Love classical. Anything like jazz to me. Classical, I love the instrumentals and the jazz because the instrumentals, but also it's very relaxing, very
Yes.
soothing. You know, helps you with meditation. Sometimes if you don't want to listen always to like meditation sounds or music, jazz is like my next go-to.
Ah, gotcha. No, that's I've been trying to get into classical, and it's just it starts and then it gets into the good parts. Okay, so also I know you wear a lot of hats, you do a lot of things, you're running around busy, you're a busy woman. How do you multitasking is a problem for me, okay? How do you I assume that you're a mother as well. I didn't want to get too personal. Okay. So multitasking, do you develop the multitasking skills or are they built up through time? Like and how do you multitask?
Okay, well, first off, I have 4 children. Shout out to them because they are my motivation every single day. That is my main inspiration and motivation right there is all 4 of them. So shout out to them. But to answer that question, I've always kind of been a natural multitasker, like just naturally had it in me, I guess you could say. Like literally, I don't know, like I guess that's the best way to put it. Like for me, it just comes natural, and like I have to be busy, I have to stay busy. So it's just part of my personality too, like I just always have to be busy doing something. So time management is very important because without time management, you can't really multitask things and be productive at the same time.
Yes.
So I mean, you can do a bunch of different things and be all over the place, but if you don't know how to manage your time, your productivity might not be as well. You might not execute, what you're trying to execute. So I say, for those that aren't really multitaskers, don't try to do everything at once. And if you feel like you must, at least have like a list. Don't overwhelm yourself. Like make a list, like a to-do list. That helps me. Making a to-do list and checking off things throughout the day that I completed. That also makes me feel like I've had a more productive day. Makes me feel better about my day. I feel crappier if I haven't had a productive day. So for me, I have to stay busy and stay productive because, it sets the whole tone and mood.
No, that's an interesting thing. Write it down because I feel like I'll just have it. I hold it in my head and I'm like, it's gone by like mid-afternoon with no coffee.
Yeah, I can't do that no more. I'm getting too old.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't. Like, what the fuck's going on? So
I can't keep everything in my head no more. And there's just so much going on in different areas that you have to make a list. You just have to stay organized too. It's going to help with your organization so much. Like if you just start getting in the habit of making lists, you're going to see like the traumatic change just in like your organization and time management.
Oh my God. Yeah. I appreciate that. Like I'm taking that in. I'm going to write it down after the show.
You do got to get in the habit of it. It's not like something that's just going to happen. You might make a list one day and then forget to do it for 2 days. But then like once you get yourself really in a habit, a habit they say takes 21 days to form. I say 30, but you really give yourself a whole month to just get in the habit of something. And you'll be able to, then it comes natural after that because you're in the habit.
That's great advice. That's all the viewers are taking it. I'm taking it in. So I appreciate that advice. Wanted to, I know you have a lot of ventures, which you talked about. I wanted to ask this question. Which one would be the one that your favorite, that you enjoy the most doing? I like all of them, but there has to be maybe one you like a little bit more than, the others,
That is a tough question because
like they're all my right?
they're all my babies.
Yes,
they're like my companies are like my other babies. So it's hard to say which one I would say is my fave, or what exactly is my favorite. I would say really overall, my favorite thing to do, which I have a passion to do, besides my passion for music, I have a passion to help people. So my passion to help people, comes naturally. That's just the person I am. And so like, I would say One of my favorite things would be my management A&R company because it allows me to provide opportunities for artists.
Okay.
Now, there is certain thing, like I'm not just going to, you have to show me you work hard, obviously. You have to show me you're willing to invest in yourself. You have to
Motivated.
show me that you're serious,
Yeah.
as serious
Before I
as I
take you
am about
serious.
you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
100%.
at the end of the day, though, if I see those things, I might, just because I like your grind and I see you grinding out there and working hard, I might throw you an opportunity just on that alone. So I like just, helping people, period. I just don't let no one take advantage either.
Oh.
So, that's why I say there's certain things you have to set boundaries too in this business. So I would say the biggest thing too, so no one takes advantage, like you got to show me you're willing to invest in yourself. You got to show me you're serious about yourself, because why would I want to put my money on you if you ain't even willing to put your money on yourself?
100%. Yeah, you're right.
So, and a lot of artists don't understand that. And no offense to anybody, but a lot of artists, I deal with it all the time. Like, they feel like if they're so talented, someone's just going to hear them and they're going to get this big break. Like back in the days, it's not like that no more.
Not like that
way
anymore.
back in the day. It's not like back in the movies from back in the day. But I mean, if you have a super great budget, then hey, of course you could push things a lot faster. But sometimes people hear the word budget and they also, their minds want to explode, and it's like, you don't always need to start off huge. You could start off small. And I kind of help artists to like budget, budget everything and prioritize, I guess you could say, because you could spend $50 a month on some social media management or promotions. It's not going to kill you. Prioritize your budget. Like, instead of buying that pair of sneakers this week, how about get some promo for your Spotify? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So
I get it.
So that's another thing. Like, they think, just these flashy chains or stuff you're wearing and all that that's not going to get you nowhere but looking good in a music video.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. Besides that, after that, how is that going to tell hundreds of thousands of people to go watch your Spotify? That ain't doing nothing for your Spotify. There's millions of Spotifys with zero monthly listeners, all because artists don't want promotion or don't want to invest in their promotion, I should say. So, that's one of my biggest things I would say, or frustrations would be, invest in yourself. Because once you do, you're gonna get to where you need to be if you have the right structure behind you and the right management behind you, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's a great point, because that is great.
Yeah, a lot of artists just, it's like, don't seem like they want to, or they're not putting their money in the right places.
Yeah.
Even if they're willing to invest in themselves, invest within the company you're with. Don't go outside the company you're with looking for, everything they try to sell you and feed you in your ear, these fake promises, and then get mad when things don't work out the way you want them to. I've had tons of frustrations with different things like that over the years. Just, I don't know, everyone's going to try to sell you a dream. I'm just going to be real honest about everything, so I'm not going to sell you a dream, especially if I don't think you sound that great. And then I'm not going to try to sell you a dream, period, even if you do sound great, because you can sound like, I've heard artists that are amazing and have zero monthly listeners because they don't have no promotion.
Wow.
So, it really is about your promotion, your marketing, your advertising, your branding, like all those things are huge. You can't just drop song after song after song and expect to get somewhere with no promotion in between for those songs. And
also, not to cut you off, Melissa, they're giving off their good stuff, their good material for free. Like you're not even putting any backing.
You're putting it on there, right? Yeah. Not to interrupt you. Yeah, you're literally putting it on there to sit there and collect dust.
Yeah,
like you could say, so to speak, because even off your streams, that's not really going to make you a lot of money once you get it on those platforms. That's just going to allow someone like me, management, to see what cities are streaming you. Like, allow me to see your analytics. So we see, okay, what cities are streaming you the most? That's where we're doing shows at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's only going to really help with that. You're not going to make, unless you're like Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson, you ain't making a lot of money off them streams.
At that level, yeah, you're like you're up there with it, but not, you know, you're not gonna be you're gonna start from the bottom, work your way up, like, you know, so that's what it is. Right. But all right, we're on another question. This is a question that kind of like is good for women, you know, like it's, you know, there's always a double standard, you know, with men and women in the workplace. It doesn't change. It's I feel like it's like racism. It's always going to be here. You know, the more you fight it, I mean, you could, you know, I don't even want to get into that. It's just, it's always here. So the question being, do you feel like there's a stigma when a woman is in a position of power opposed to a man being in the same position of power? And this is a double question. I'm sorry. And with that being said, have you dealt with any situations regarding this, being a woman in business, in a position?
Most definitely. Most definitely. There's definitely a big stigma that, you know, women might not be able to handle certain things, or women, they don't take you as serious, you know, about your work, or you might have to like work twice as hard as a man because they don't take you serious as a woman. So, you know, when I first went to start my management A&R company, actually, the original person that I had as my project manager, which I don't no longer, but the original person I had as my project manager, they even said to me starting off, like, they didn't take me serious. Like, right there and then I should have knew that was the wrong person, because of their response to me was, well, you being a woman and a white woman in the industry, are you sure they might not take you serious?
Wow.
So even before I really started, I'm already getting like, what did you just say?
That's fucking
so
crazy.
I'm like, okay, I understand. Yeah. And you know what though? After that was said to me, like, and I went on to do my thing. I know in a sense they were trying to like warn me or whatever, in a sense. But at the same time, and because I've seen it, like, I mean, it's happened. Like, I do have to work twice as hard. You know, that's why I'm always moving too, because I am a white woman in the industry and they don't take you as serious. If you're not really on your shit, you know, you got to be on top of your shit. Which I've always been the kind of person anyway to be on top of my stuff, but that just motivates me even more. You know what I'm saying? To go even harder. But for sure, there's a stigma with women, period. And then, yeah, it does, you know, it is sometimes even a race thing, you know? So, you know, I mean, just to pretty much sum it up, there's definitely a stigma. I think women should always get paid the same as men if we're doing the same position.
Agree, 100%.
You know, if it's a different position, maybe a higher position, then of course there's different levels, different salaries. But if we're doing the same exact job and the same exact duties, of course we should be entitled to the same exact pay.
Of course, yeah, 100%. I agree with that. It's just, if you're doing the same job, does it matter if you're male or female? No, you're doing the same.
That shouldn't matter. That's definitely some sexist like discrimination right there.
Some crazy shit. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you're doing the job better than me and you're a woman, shit, more power to you. Get that money. Get the bag. Like, why am I mad? Why am I mad? I'm hating on anybody. Like, get your bag. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right. And that's just it. Like, I'll do my job better than a lot of guys that I see.
Yeah. And, we tend to be lazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right. And I see them like getting all like no, it's just, it don't make sense, and it's not fair. It don't make sense. It's not fair to women, especially when women are usually going to get the job done probably more efficiently, more in a timely fashion, probably even, no offense to guys, but probably better sometimes.
Yeah, hey, women run the world with me, man. Like, they run the world.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, everyone, you know, does their job or whatever. My thing is like tilting. I mean,
it's all good.
But yeah, you know, that's definitely a touchy subject, because where I could feel it, you know, because it's definitely true. Like, so many like times just from being a woman, period. I've definitely been challenged.
Okay.
Definitely been challenged. And you know, you got to have thick skin, you
You
know.
do. Yeah, definitely
You
do.
just got to have thick skin, you know. You can't, you know, sometimes I feel like what they say is true, you know, everything you've been through like leads you up to the point you're at now, you know. So, you know, I was built to have tough skin, you know. I lived in the ghetto. I did not have a perfect life. Was not silver spoon fed just because I'm white, you know, none of that bullshit. So
That's
like
also a stigma we get into at a
that's a
later date.
stigma
Oh
we
my
get too.
God. And like
So that's why
me
I'm
being
bringing up
Spanish is like,
like
what?
no, like
Get
now
a statement.
my mom had the paper food stamps. What you talking about? Back in the day
Man,
when they had the actual like money looking
man, I
food
know about those
stamps.
shits. I like those shits. We get
We
mad
want to go to the
food.
store for her
What?
just to get the real money change.
I was in
To get
Brooklyn. Yo, the corner bodega all day, 24 hours. Getting
right.
food.
So it's like I hate that stigma though.
Yeah.
You know, like just because I'm white don't mean I was silver spoon fed at all. Don't
Like,
mean I'm privileged either.
yeah.
Cause I came out the damn mud,
Yeah.
period. Out the mud. You know,
Yeah.
everything I have now, I did. You know, I'm self made. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
could say no one's helped me. You know, at the end of the day, literally came out the mud.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes down to it, like no one can really say anything to me, but
Mm-hmm.
you do get tired of different stigmas, you
Yeah.
know, whether it's race or sex or whatever, because
Knowing.
at the end of the day, can't we all just live? You know what I'm saying? Like make a living and get along. You know, that's my thing. Like I'm all about unity,
Yeah.
you know, and I just sometimes it saddens me like the way the world is nowadays still after man, everything we've even been through,
Oh my God.
all the leaders we've even had to make things better. Um, and just this world is just unfortunately coming to an end.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's like Apocalypse Now Part 2. Like, yeah,
Right? Like
it's
now I'm getting
crazy.
too dramatic probably for everybody, but yeah,
Yeah.
it really is though.
It really is, man. I don't maybe not, like that, but like mentally, everybody's just on duh. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's on I don't get it's either
Mhm.
you're doing your thing or you're a hater. Because the hater
Mhm.
you have to have the hater has to have his job, which is
Mhm.
hate on the man, on the person or man or woman doing their thing. That's their
Right,
job.
right,
If you don't
right.
have a hater, I feel like if you don't have a hater, you're not doing good. Like, you gotta have that one hater.
You know, that's one of
You know what
my
I'm
main
saying?
sayings. That's one of my
Shit.
main sayings is if you don't got haters, you ain't doing something
You're doing
right.
shit right. Like, what the fuck? You
Period.
gotta have. He gotta hate something. Like, I don't hate nothing. I hate everything. Okay, cool. There
Right.
goes one. Like,
Right.
yes.
And I eat haters for breakfast. Let me tell you.
We can't. Hey, we're gonna keep it positive, Melissa. We ain't gonna talk about the haters. Me and Dev come up with a crazy ass show because when I get in his head, he get crazy. We get crazy. We'll come
But
up with a
no,
hater.
seriously though,
Yeah.
I definitely get it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Mm.
I'll be like, what did I do to you? Like, I'm not even the kind of person. Like, once anyone gets to know me, they see how cool I am and down to earth I am, and they're
Yeah.
like, why did that person and so even say anything like that about you? You're not like. I'm like, oh, did they? You know, because once someone really gets to know me,
Mm.
they see like I'm probably not what I was portrayed to be by, you know,
Yeah.
one of my haters. So
Mm.
shout out to all my haters though, because y'all keep me
Shout
motivated
out to the
too.
haters, man. The haters keep everybody moving. That's your job. Hate on. Hate on.
Hate on.
Hate on. Maybe get you a job. Then you won't hate no more. Hate with me right next to the court. Keep them close. Keep enemies close. I like that saying. Keep them
Oh
close.
yeah,
So you gotta keep them
definitely.
close.
You got to know what they're up to.
Yeah, yeah. Keep an eye on the motherfucker. Like, watch him over there. He's stealing coffee over there. Hey,
Right.
All right, Melissa. I wanted we'll get to this question right here. Can you give advice for any young and upcoming woman trying to get into the entertainment business industry or any kind of industry? Like mentally and how to prepare themselves for like what you just mentioned.
Mhm. Um, that's a really good question. I would say really, definitely keep yourself grounded, keep yourself humble for sure.
Mhm.
Always work hard. Don't ever let your ego get bigger than you are. Always believe in yourself. No one else is gonna believe in you like you. Um, and always do your own research on everything. You know, if it's something you're passionate about, you're gonna succeed. As long as you work hard at it, and you know, it's something you really want to do, and you stay consistent, you're gonna be able to do it. Um, I would say hard work, consistency, and always believing in yourself are like the top things I would say. You
Consistently
know,
yourself.
and then of course doing your own research on different things, making sure you go to school. Like I'm going back to school for business management. Like I've had my
Awesome.
company a couple years, but I'm still going back. Like I'm not too humble, or I'm not too prideful. I mean, to be like, hey, you know, I know everything in the world. No, no one knows everything in the world. So, you know, I'm still going to go back to school for business management, because you don't like, even though, yeah, I pretty much get things done, at the end of the day, nothing hurts with being even more knowledgeable, especially in your field. So, um, business management and advertising and marketing and stuff, I'm going
Awesome.
back to school for. So, and that's my company as well. So,
How many years are you going for? Like, what degree are you going for? You know.
probably business management, but because that's what I already do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they do have one, like it's like business management and advertising. I probably do like the combination of both,
Oh, cool. Bang them all
because
out. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I do advertising anyway and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, but you know, I say do what you want to. You know, whatever you feel passionate about, do it, and just work hard and stay consistent.
Yeah.
Definitely always believe in yourself. And I'll say on those days you don't feel like getting up, or those days that are like, I don't want to do this today, still get up and do it. Still push yourself to get up and do it, because at the end of the day, you're going to feel better you did.
Awesome. No, that's great advice for you, for the younger women, coming up, trying to find, you're a good role model, for them to pursue what they can and thrive in this business. Just stay, like you said, persistent, and keep at it. Even if they say no, fuck them, keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, I don't take no for an answer easily either.
Hey, fucking Mr. Petty and Mr. I don't take no. All right, Melissa. Let me see. That question is done. Okay, so we're going to the most important part of the show. I know, like the last two episodes. This is called 10 questions, Melissa. So this is going to rapid questions. No, it's not rapid. It's going to be slow questions to you. They're going to be like probably. I did some foul shit with what was it, Dev? I think I did like a Redman and Solo, because he's from Jersey. So I knew what I was doing with that question. He thought I didn't know Solo. You know Jersey. Solo is a rapper.
Yeah.
But then Redman came. So I'm not gonna do you like that. That's what. All right. So let's go. Question number 10. Buffalo Bills or Buffalo Wild Wings?
Buffalo Wild
I wanted to throw you off. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Wait, what was
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wild Wings over the Bills? You're not a Bills fan.
I won't say I'm not a fan, because when you're from Buffalo, it's like mandatory to be a fan. Okay.
For real? Like, you can't come over there with the Giant shit on to fuck you up. Like, what?
No, I mean you can. I'm just saying it's like so many diehard Bill fans. It's like,
oh hell no, I ain't trying to get stomped out.
We need the support. We need the support.
I got you. So, yo, I go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my God.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No. When they remember back in the day when Emmitt Smith and the Cowboys played them in the Super Bowl.
That was the good football. That's when we had a good team.
But they got stomped out by Dallas. I put money on the Bills. Oh my God, I lost so much money on that shit. But I digress. Fuck that. All right. Number 9, Lion King or Finding Nemo?
Oh man, I love both those movies. Do you know I cried at Lion King? I don't care who laughs.
Hey, I cried at fucking Finding Nemo when he said, "Where's Daddy? Where's my daddy?" Oh shit!
Oh my God, Finding Nemo. Dory. I love Dory.
So it's funny.
She's really like the star of the show. She took over like the whole movie. Like
he did the blue fish, right? The blue
the bluefish story. Ellen DeGeneres played that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was her. That's right.
And she's absolutely amazing in that. But that's one of the main things. I mean, there was a purpose to the story and everything, and I love how they try to put like a lesson in every story. But I would say Lion King overall, though.
Lion King overall.
Like, even though Dory had me laughing my butt up, like, and it was a cute little movie, nice little lesson. I still go with Lion King because Lion King definitely has like a lot more major lessons, life lessons, if you really pay attention. And I just cried when he lost his dad.
That's so sad. Yeah, that's sad. They both lose their dad. Oh, that's so sad. No, he dies in Lion King. Damn, that's all right. Repressed memories. All right, so the next one, number 8, Home Alone or 50 First Dates. Wait, but listen, before you answer, you know why I got these? I went on your fucking Facebook. I was like, what movie should we watch? I bet. There we go.
I'm like, that's so funny because I haven't even really watched movies and shows in years. See, I like them both for their own reasons. Like, what was it? 50 First Dates or
or Home Alone or 50
Home
First
Alone.
Dates.
They're so opposite too in genres.
I was trying to throw it all the way opposite.
So I would say I like 50 First Dates because I like how like he never gave up on her.
Yeah.
And even though she kept forgetting things and she kept like a couple times she was even mean to him because she didn't remember him. Like he never lost his faith or his love for her. Like he always just kept going and kept trying. And I feel like that's a good lesson, like for a lot of relationships too, you know, people need to see like no matter what's going on, even if it's whether it's a concussion or not, whether it's a memory thing or not, you know, everyone should, you know, never give up on their spouse, always have faith in them and always love them, you know, no matter what. So you know, I think there were some good lessons in there too, if you really paid attention. But Home Alone, of course, is a kid favorite of mine. Like that's like a favorite of mine when I was a kid.
Well, he does that. Oh shit! You know, like, what the fuck? Like
you can't beat Home Alone. Like when it comes to like one of my kid favorite shows. Like when I was a kid, that was like one of my favorites.
Yeah, that went hard. Like that went hard back in the day. All right, so now we're moving. I can't kind of food. Sushi or lobster tails?
Neither. I don't eat seafood or fish.
All right. Steak or lasagna?
I love Italian food, but you can't go wrong with a good steak either.
Yeah, steak is, especially if it's done right, you know, like bang.
Right. I've actually been trying to like really cut down a lot on beef because I realized how much beef I've actually ate throughout my life. And beef's actually, if you do the research on it, you might not want to because then you might be mad at me later and not want to eat it.
Oh, for real? I won't eat beef. Processed or just regular processed or just regular beef?
Beef, period. Like it just pretty much, it doesn't digest corrective in your digestive system. It doesn't break down all the way properly.
Okay.
So because it doesn't, you have a lot of waste that just sits there in your intestines. And then that waste can even over time cause cancer and stuff like that. Just like a lot of other crap we eat though. You know, so it's just, I don't eat pork either.
I stay away from pork. I don't know, something about the swine. I feel like they roll in the mud, you know, like
when I was a kid, we had it all the time because it was the cheapest meat.
Pork is the cheapest
now
meat?
that I'm older and I know more about it, you know, and about my diet and the way I want to eat and stuff, and the way I want to stay alive for a long time to see my kids grow up. I just, you know, there's a lot of different things. Like I haven't had pork in probably, well, maybe just a little pepperoni on a pizza once in a while. But that's it. I couldn't even do more pork than that because if I did, it'd be an issue because I haven't had pork in like 20 years, really.
Not even pork grinds? Pork grinds?
Oh, no. In like 20 years.
It's so bad.
It first started though, it wasn't even a health thing at first. It first started because my kid's father didn't eat pork.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had
Okay,
like
so,
completely
yeah.
cut the pork out
Yeah.
the house completely, and then it just became habit, me not eating it, you know.
Gotcha.
And then when I did do research on it though and everything, I was like, oh wow, I'm glad I did stop eating that crap. So, and then when I tried to actually eat it one time and try this barbecue place, and you know, never do something like that when when you're on a first date.
Oh no, it's one of those shits. We're going here to eat. You're going, I pay. Yeah, still like slap the back, like what the fuck is
No, don't try pork. Don't have no pork ribs or no. That's what it was. I was trying their pork ribs, and they definitely were good, but I ate too much, and I hadn't had pork in like over 15 years or 20 years. Like it's been years.
Wow.
So,
did it affect you bad? Did it go back? Like, were your stomach, rumblings?
Oh my God. Right after, almost immediately after. I couldn't even finish. I had to go. I was in the bathroom like half the night.
Yeah. I don't blame you. My stomach is weak.
So
like
now
that.
I'm like, I'm good. Keep that crap away from me.
Pork. Fuck the pork. I fuck with pork, picky pig, nobody. All right. This question. Princess Peach from the Mario Brothers game or actual peaches, the fruit? That's a weird ass question. I just came up with
it. You know what? It's funny as hell because I love Princess Peach at Mario Brothers.
I didn't know. It was off the cuff.
But that was like an old school favorite. Like that was an old school favorite when I used to play Super Nintendo and Nintendo back in the day before all these other crazy like systems came out that I don't even know about. Like give me a Super Nintendo or a Sega Genesis or Atari even, I'm good. Like that's old school. But what actual peaches I have to say because I am Peach. Yeah. And it's very fitting. But so I guess I would go with actual peaches overall. But Princess Peach is a kid favorite.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a hard question.
If you're a Mario fan, you need to check my gaming channel. I play those old shits. I played Mario 3. That was so fun.
Oh, I love Super Mario Brothers 3. That's like my favorite. I can't say the best one. I like I used to play the second one a lot.
The second one's fire. The second one's so hard. I didn't beat that shit. That shit was hard. That was
that one is hard. I think it's because I love a challenge.
Yeah. Same. All right. Favorite place to travel?
Anywhere with a beach.
And the water's clean. Well,
and the water is clean. I'm from New York, so it's not like there's like, and I'm upstate, so it's not like we don't have a lot of beaches. So like anywhere really with, I mean, we have like Beaver Island, our little crappy beaches, whatever. But I mean, they're okay, but no, it's not like, if you go to Cancun or Florida and the water is crystal blue, or you go to Virginia Beach and the water is like so blue and pretty, and it's just a whole different ambiance, a whole different feel. It even puts you in a whole better mood, better spirit, I remember one time I went to Virginia Beach and I was having like the worst days. Like everything was one of them days, everything's going wrong, right?
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as I get there to check into my hotel, it was like, and I seen the water, it was like a whole nother mood just came over me. Like just from your environment, sometimes people wonder, why am I still so depressed, or I'm still this, or I'm still that? Change your environment, and I bet that could make a world of difference, or even change the people in your environment. Sometimes that's the factor too.
The toxicness of everything.
Right. Like, stay away from the toxic crap.
Oh my God. Stay away from toxic. Hell yeah. All right. This one I call it audible on. Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston? Make it tough. Ooh, make it tough.
That is tough. And I have to go with I love Whitney. I love her.
Can't
but
decide on that one.
there's nothing like Whitney's voice, so I got to give her that. But I love Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is probably one of the first singers I started singing off of. Like I started like really getting my inspiration to sing and stuff like that from Mariah. More when I was a teenager growing up, so I would say Mariah. But actually, the crazy thing is, it was Mariah, Whitney, and Celine Dion.
It was deep. They had some crazy
Awesome singers back in the day. Celine Dion is absolutely amazing.
She's underrated. They underappreciate her.
Too underrated. Like I know she was like a French Canadian, but she's too underrated here in the US. She really is.
She's got hits after hits. Like she's got.
Oh yeah.
Songs,
oh yeah. I know the one album by heart where she's wearing the white shirt and the blue jeans and the cover. I forgot the name of it.
I think I've seen that cover. Yeah.
Ago.
Titanic is not on there, right? The Titanic song is on there.
I used to play that shit back, like back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, and just be in my room singing.
Oh my god!
I used to always sing like all the time when I was a kid, and I was in the church choir when I was a kid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, all that. I used to be a live streamer on a lot of different apps, and I would sing sometimes on there and stuff. So
wow. Cool.
But yeah, now I really like being more behind the scenes. You know what I mean? On the business aspect of things.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. You know, everyone's different. You know, I just don't feel like I want to be in like an artist spotlight, so to speak.
Yeah, it's too much. Like you deal with people all day. It's like, damn, I want to deal with people maybe behind the scenes so I could be, you know, a little get the shit done.
Right. Well, I think it's important too for every artist to realize they should learn the business anyway first. Like if you're gonna stay independent and you're not even gonna try to go with the label, you're not gonna try to get management or anything like that to really help further your career, then you need to learn the business.
Sure.
You know. So.
No, definitely. All right. So number 3, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi. Got it. Pepsi for sure. I used to be a Pepsi addict back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I quit. I quit years ago.
Damn. It still is the shit. You know they say Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke is worse than the regular Pepsi or Coke. Like it's worse.
Because the diet crap they put in it. Because that fake sugar. That fake sugar is really not good for you. They made it like this fake sugar, those sweeteners, artificial sweeteners are supposed to be better than sugar, but they're actually worse for you.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. When I found that out, that kind of blew my mind.
Wow.
But I would say Pepsi overall. Like I haven't had dark soda in years.
Oh,
like the one time I seen this peach Pepsi. They finally came out with a peach Pepsi.
You had to get that.
I had to get it though. I'm like, and I even posted it. It's on my Instagram. Like, y'all, I hadn't had dark soda in years, but y'all know I had to get this because it was
facts. Peach. Yeah, that's part of your brand. You got to.
Right, I had to. Now Pepsi, you guys just gotta call me.
Yo, sponsor Pepsi. Shout out, yo. Come on, man. You gonna make money. Shout out.
For real. And yeah, I'm definitely honored to as well to be a sponsor for Guerrilla Warzone Battle League.
Definitely shout out for that. Shout out to Dev and everybody out there, all the MCs. You're gonna be a major asset, you know, for them going forward. Like they're gonna
most definitely gonna be amazing. We got a lot of good plans in the works. Got a lot of ideas I didn't even tell Deb yet, but
yeah. We'll keep that.
Good. We're gonna be good.
We'll keep that. All right. Number two, 2.5 Men or House. The shows.
2.5 Men.
Yeah, I know. I love that shit.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love all my other like doctor shows and all that, but 2.5 Men was like always like the after dinner show that I watched like every single night. And you can't get enough of Charlie or Ellen. Like I just every single night I was watching 2.5 Men. So how can I not pick them?
After they got rid of Charlie, I didn't watch it anymore. I couldn't
Me neither. It wasn't the same. Even with Ashton, it's like no offense, Ashton, but it's not the same.
Man.
Charlie. You're not Charlie. You're just not Charlie. That's the best way to put it.
You're not Charlie. All right. So this is number 1. Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
I'm about to go to it.
It was sorry, Melissa. It was gonna be Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, but I was like, you know, this is gonna get more difficult.
Actually, that wouldn't have been hard for me either. But because I want to say first off, Nicki Minaj, she gets a lot of hate and stuff, but that's because she really is a queen of her craft.
Yes, I agree.
She never always sounds the same.
Never.
She's very creative with her music, with her videos, with her style, everything. But I have to also give a shout out to Lil Kim because she
Yeah.
set the tone and paved the way for Nicki.
Yeah. Facts. She set the tone for everything.
For
So,
every female.
For every female, like
period that came after her. So definitely shout out to Lil Kim for that, for paving the way. She's definitely the queen. But then also Nicki definitely set the tone. Like she reminded me when she first came out of like another Lil Kim.
Oh yeah, for sure. But she took it, like this.
But then she took different levels of her creativity, and she showed us how creative she really is.
Yeah.
And that's what I like is that, an artist that can show their creativity, like after you're really popping or whatever, and you get up there, go ahead and feel free to show like different styles and different genres you can do. Just don't do it out the box.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like some artists want to try to do 5 different genres at once. And it's like, no, you want to stick with one genre and the one that makes you really pop the most, and then go ahead and do your thing or whatever. And I love that. That's kind of like what she did, but she was always so good at what she does. She was able to just completely set a whole nother tone for females even after her. For even, that's why, even if you said Nicki or Cardi, I would have to say Nicki. Nicki even came before Cardi.
Before Cardi, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like the reason I love Cardi isn't even her music as much as it is how real she is.
Yeah,
I love
personality.
that she's
her
real
image.
as hell.
Yeah.
Her personality, how real she is, because I'm real as shit too. So I love how real she is and how real she comes with it, because I come with it real.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, the creativity as an artist, I would definitely have to go with Nicki.
Yeah, Nicki, the creativity. Let's just say the one that started would be Lil Kim. Then Nicki got the torch and took it to the next level, and you can't even imagine it. So yeah.
Right, exactly. Great,
no, I appreciate you answering those questions. Those would be hard sometimes. I was trying to throw out the box. I don't want the regular bullshit.
It is. It was hard, but that's why I had to kind of give them both their flowers.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you can't pick one. But Melissa, I gotta thank you. It's been a pleasure having you here, the Red Pill Rage podcast. Like, it's an honor to have you. Like a woman that's doing a thing. Thank you so much. A woman doing her thing, and now I just want to give you the floor to plug whatever you need to. All your events, everything, whatever you want to let it off. Like,
okay. Well, first off, thank you again for having me on the show. I greatly appreciate being on. And first off, please follow me on my Instagram at Real Seductive Peach. That's the word real, RealSeductivPeach. So Real Seductive Peach without the E after the V. And usually I do spell it for my actual company, Seductive Peach, the right way, but someone tried to steal my name on Instagram. So that's why now it's Real Seductive Peach. And spelled without the E after the B.
Okay.
But you guys could also check out my YouTube if you want to check out my podcast, the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach. I do Monday mental health awareness shows, 7 p.m. Eastern. I just actually got a new co-host, so that's going to be dope. It's with my new co-host, is artist Tio Lestat. Shout out to him. I'm going to be doing a new live music review show. Shout out to Channing Gallimore for that. He's going to be my new co-host for that show. Then Thursday, shout out to my bestie, Yanni. We're going to be chopping it up. I have another new show. I'm going to have a whole panel of artists. We're going to talk about everything from relationships to life to music to love, like everything. So, anyone too that wants to be a guest on the show, feel free to reach out or whatever, especially my Monday show for mental health. I open up the platform for like anyone to come up and be able to speak if they want to talk. We don't judge nobody. That's, let's see, 8 p.m. Eastern Mondays for the live music review, 7 p.m. Eastern for Monday Mental Health Awareness, both on Mondays. And then Thursdays is chopping it up with Bestie. Sundays will probably be the panel of artists around 6:30 p.m. I'm still working out the Sundays, but I'm going to have a flyer and stuff, so just look out for the flyer for that. But we have a few dope shows coming. Also, shout out to Tony Merritt. He is an amazing person. He's been a mentor to me, and he's also 91.3 The Plug. My show will be on as well on his station. And also shout out to Lamont English My show was airing also on his channel, alldigitalglobal.com. So also radio personality as well, which was always something I wanted to do too. So I definitely got to give everyone their shout outs. Shout out to everybody that supported me. Shout out to the best future husband in the world that I have, Horatio, definitely amazing person. Shout out to everybody that supports me and believes in me, because without everyone believing me and your guys' support, I might not even be as far as I am. So I definitely appreciate everyone. And let me see I said my Instagram. My Facebook is Melissa Flynn. My YouTube is Seductive Peach, spelled the correct way. And my lingerie line website will be back up and running probably in like the next couple weeks. I'm trying to like open it back up with a whole new collection and stuff too. So got a lot of different, things in the background in the works. Actually getting into acting now too. So
hey, I want to see that. That'd be dope. I'll be supporting that.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm definitely excited. I'm like super amped up and excited about it for sure.
That is awesome.
And I think it really gives a chance for people to really see me at one of my highest potentials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely excited about that. So anyone looking for a model, looking for an actress or anything of that nature, or an interviewer, or a hype man for a show, anything, hit me up. Any sexy little ad libs for your music drops, hit me up.
All day. Yeah.
All that good stuff. You guys want to come on the show for Monday Mental Health Awareness, let me know. I would just need your email to drop you the StreamYard link and have you come up. But yeah, anyone that needs marketing or promotions, hit me up. I have promo packages. You need radio play submissions. There's tons of different radio stations. Yes, they're all legit. Yes, they all have billboard tracking. Yes, they all have VCR spins. Like you're gonna, when your music plays, it's gonna, because those are the main top questions when you tell them you can get, radio play submissions.
Am I gonna get some airplay? Like
yeah, and I try to make it when I'm allowed to make the price, I try to make it very affordable for artists. But then artists are like, oh shoot, if you're making it this cheap, then maybe it's not legit, or if they don't believe in it. It's like, I'm trying to help you. You like, you'd rather me hit you over the head? Okay. Like, I'm trying to help artists. Like, you'd rather me hit you over the head with a bigger price? I'm not understanding.
Crazy. Why are we like that? Why are we like that? Like, we're like
someone didn't take me serious or take the station serious. And it's like, all because I'm trying to give y'all a really good deal. Like, okay, let me slap another $50 on it then. What the hell? Like, I don't understand.
I could.
I'm trying to be a good person.
Yeah.
But like, no one wants to take you serious, even sometimes when you try to make things affordable. It's so crazy. Like, just crazy, because there is, this business isn't cheap. It is expensive business to be in. But that's why too, I know a lot of artists don't have the budget they need either. Yeah. So if I have the opportunity to make things more affordable for you, I'm going to.
Exactly.
It's that simple. But they don't believe it till they see it. That's
no, your empathy shows. Like, you open up the doors for people. Out of genuine of your heart. You're empathetic. Like
right.
That's how you roll. And then if you do me fucked up, then you don't fuck around no more. Like, you cut off. Like, that's how it is.
Right. Well, that's another thing. I've actually had to learn my lesson though the hard way with that, because you can't help everybody. Because there is people that will try to take advantage and take your kindness for weakness. And so now there is certain things I require, like deposits first for promo packages and stuff. Like I have management contracts. If you're not signed to a management contract, don't ask me for management. If you don't have the right budget, don't ask, only because in the last few years, like, people definitely have tried to take advantage. So
they will. You give them a much, you help them, and then
you try to help. Right. And people don't always, just appreciate things or whatever. They just want to like use you or take. Yep. And there's no give back. And then like you're sitting there like, and then you're not even getting the credit that you're due. either.
Not even. Like, you don't see
so,
shit. Like,
right.
pay homage.
So,
Pay homage.
so I really had one thing I've learned in this business too that I will tell women or anyone really, set your boundaries. Make sure you set your boundaries. Don't let no one take advantage of you. Have your business in order to where, this is how it has to be. And if that person is very serious about doing business with you, they're going to be willing to pay you for your service, period.
Facts.
If they're really serious about you managing them and being loyal to you, they're going to sign the contract. Yeah. It's just that simple. Like, there's a whole lot of shit talking in this industry, but then when the paperwork comes or it comes time to put the money down, you'll see how silent it gets.
Crickets, you hear them crickets over there? Oh my God. So you broke down everything, man. Like, you dropped so many jewels. Like, people need to hear this shit over and over. So many jewels being dropped. And I appreciate you, Melissa. We're gonna talk some more. I'm definitely interested in the packages you might have in the near future. So once again, thank you for being the guest, and hope to have you again.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
God bless. Take care.
God bless.
Yeah, you guys seen the live stream, Red Pill Rage podcast. I want to thank Melissa Flynn again, CEO of Peach Empire Agency. You already know. She very successful, very hardworking woman that you should, like, young women out there or men, doesn't matter, should strive to be more like and make this world a better place for everybody, for all the artists to come and give a platform for them to showcase their talents. And every artist has their story, so the artist stories need to be heard. So that's why I'm giving the platform as well to, like, do that. So, but yeah, shout out to Melissa Flynn, Seductive Peach on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Melissa Flynn Facebook. I can't thank her enough for being on the show. For being on the show and providing a lot of jewels. She dropped a lot of jewels, man. You guys got to take that into consideration. She dropped a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy stuff. And I want to thank, special thanks to Devilino the Truth from Guerrilla Warzone for making this possible, bro. I can't thank you enough for doing this for me and getting her on the show, and Melissa blessing us with her presence. So you already know, Red Pill Gaming Plays is going to be on tonight in a little bit, in a few hours. We're going to get on that tip. But this is Red Pill Rage Podcast. We wanted to thank Melissa. We want to thank all the viewers, everybody in the chat. We couldn't get to the chat like that, but let me shout out to the chat. We over here with it. We over here with it. All right, what's up? Shout out to Guerrilla Warzone. Yeah. Shout out to G-Sin Pyro. Shout out to Kaz24. Shout out to Madison Eater. Shout out to Gavo. Shout out to everybody in the chat that we didn't get to. Shout out to Nightmare Network. Appreciate them. Shout out to everybody, man. If y'all want to be a guest on the show, DM me. I'll get you on here. We'll set some shit up. I'll do some research on y'all. Stalk y'all for a minute in a good way. I ain't gonna stalk you like that. I'm not with that kind of stalking shit. But yeah, man. I want to thank everybody. Subscribe to Seductive Peach. Subscribe to Red Pill Rage Podcast. We got rage reactions. We got fucking, what do we got? We got a lot of shit. We got the gaming shit, retro gaming shit, the new gaming shit. We got all types of shit. I gotta stop cursing because we on TikTok. That would get me banned. But it's your boy Rage. Red Pill Gaming, please. We out of here. Love y'all. Peace. Hey, wait. Before we go, I have something here for y'all. A little take home word. What is it? A little take home words. I got this off the internet. We get everything. Check it out. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Message. All right. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. So it's goodbye for now, guys. I'll check you, man. Love each and every one of y'all. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe. It's your boy Rage. It's another bag. Peace.